Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome back to a new high-level game on StarCraft 2. Today we have a game between two of my favorite players in the world. hero, here in the top left, is the #1 TOS player, and Byun here is the #1 player to my heart. Ooh. What were you trying to do here, Byun? That was a rally that looked like he wanted to go Proxy, and then kind of doubted himself, like second-guessed. That's what it felt like to me, at least. Can be wrong, of course. It's not really microing his SCVs for some reason. Look at that. Look at the bounce here in the SCVs. Holy crap. What is this? There we go. Finally sets it up correctly. It took a while though, Byun. What is up with that? Place a double gas. Okay. So it's going to stick with the plan of playing a double gas opener, but is not going to stick with the plan of proxying the initial barracks. That might just be good, because I think he's going to face a proxy gate opener here out of hero. This is, oh man. This is why I like hero so much. He literally plays everything. This guy is a machine when it comes to builder diversity. It's like he has like a... You know the Dungeons and Dragons dice? Dice? What is the plural of dice? Die? What is the singular? Dice is already plural, isn't it? He has 2 dice. He has 1 die. He has 1 dice. Do you have any dices? I don't know. Anyway, Zealot is being produced. Oh! Yeah, he's like these big dice, and he just rolls them, and then it's like 20 different ones, you know? It's 20 different builds, and it seems kind of random. Like, he almost never repeats strategies on a map, especially not within the same tournament. Like, if he'll play one build on Cosmic Sapphire in, let's say, DreamHack Valencia, then he won't play that same build on Cosmic Sapphire again, most of the time. Very rarely does he do it, unless it's extremely standard. But honestly, most of the games that hero plays aren't that standard. Now, this Zealot finished, I've seen this before, because there was no SCV scout. If there is an SCV scout, hero would have cancelled that Zealot. This is a fact, and the reason for that is because the Zealot is only useful if there's a CC on the low ground. No self-respecting Terran will build a CC on the low ground if there is a proxy gate. You see, immediate cancel here coming out of Byun as well. Where's the second depot? Depot was on the side. What is this, a TVT? Oh no, because of the lack of a wall here, Byun might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Is taking a fair chunk of damage already on those first Reapers. Well, the first Reaper for now. Zealot is definitely helping out as well. Second Hellion is being produced as well. Third Reaper on the way. More SCVs being pulled off the line. One SCV is going to get taken out. Don't forget that Byun technically is, I don't want to say he's all-inning, but he's playing a very low eco build. Losing any workers with such a low eco build is always going to hurt so darn much. This is already a terrible start here for our Terran player, who's lost 2 workers. Oh, the target fire here, honestly, out of hero has not been great. Now he's going to be picking up 4 or 5 SCVs with a single shot of the Stalker every time. 6 SCVs go down, 21 workers for hero against 19 of Byun, but Byun has counter-attack potential. Only a single adept out on the map right now. 2 more are being produced and close to finishing, but if these adepts get caught, they need to recall. They need to recall immediately. Please make the call here, hero. I think he wants to. There is energy. He needs to. You have to recall these adepts. You're just going to be losing too much otherwise. There's still time. There we go. Recall now on both of these adepts. This adept, did it survive? No, it died. Must have been in the final seconds there. Now we see Hellions and Reapers move on top of this ramp, but they're not going to be capable of getting in there and actually dealing a whole lot of damage to workers. Instead, we see them die, take out one adept, and then have to turn back home. Perhaps the double Reaper Hellion force... Ooh. Double Reapers try to go in towards the main base, but there is just a battery there, so it's not going to work out. Yeah. I was going to say maybe they can take out this pylon. Are they aware of that? Oh, they haven't seen it yet. You obviously want to go find it, right? Because there's follow-up potential here for hero, and that can be quite scary. You want to have vision on both sides. This is a good move out of Byun, because otherwise you can get the warp in and you can get confused or surprised by the warp in. Can I get ambushed? So it was good that Byun got some vision standing on top of those line of sight blockers. There is a tank on the high ground here, which means that the follow-up pressure should not be capable of dealing any real damage. These Stalkers will not quite be capable of catching the double Reaper Hellion squad. This could cost hero a couple of workers, and he has some wiggle room when it comes to the eco, but he doesn't have that much wiggle room. He loses 4 or 5 workers here. He's actually in trouble. He's going to lose 3. He's going to lose 4. I said 4 or 5 workers. He's going to be in trouble. He lost 4 workers. I think he's in a little bit of trouble. Prism is on the way, so it's a Dark Shrine. But I don't think hero can deny mining any longer on the natural. There's good tech out already here for Byun. Byun's getting a third CC with this. Faster than his opponent's third Nexus. And he's getting a Raven as well. Banshee. Oh. If I could scream very high, I would right now. More of a screech is the sound that I would make. If I was capable of it. But I am incapable. Not competent enough for that. This is really odd. This is almost a TVT-esque build. A counterattack Banshee without cloak, followed up by a Raven. This is... Oh my god, I'm getting TVT vibes over here. I almost want to quit the replay because I hate TVT so much, but... We're gonna stay in because I know that it's hero in this game. It's not another Terran. God, TVT is a garbage matchup compared to the other ones, isn't it? So slow. A Banshee, though, is kind of exciting. Well, kind of. I find it very exciting. Raven is going to be delayed. By a decent amount as well. There are 2 scans available and we have a full wall. So this actually is going to be no problem whatsoever. 2 workers get taken out. And that will be about it, I think, actually. Now we could get one more scan over here. A couple of shots on this DT. Oh my god. Actually gets in. Okay. Tank on the high ground is definitely helping out. At the same time, Banshee also killed 2 workers. So... fairly similar damage has been dealt here. I think the second DT just ended up dying, right? Yeah. I heard the noise of the... It was a pretty bad imitation of the DT dying, but I hope you all appreciated it anyway. This is a DT Blink rush. This is no regular DT Blink. Oh man. This is what I'm talking about when I say hero has an infinite amount of builds. No one plays DT Blink in the early game. DT Blink in the late game, yes, that's a standard. Basically every single TOS plays that right now. If they get into a late game with Stalker Disruptor, eventually you get the Dark Templars out. But playing it as like an early to mid game composition, no, that's very rare. Basically using it as Blink Stalkers, except they're invisible and they one-shot workers. That is uber cool, isn't it? What's he gonna be doing with this? You need vision though. I almost would feel like that an observer would be worth it. So you can do everything invisible. Rather than having to show the prism in vision to gain vision. Okay, here he goes, moving in. Don't really want to reveal the fact that you have blink, I guess. This feels like, if I'm Byun here, I'm thinking, okay, 3 DTs is just what I spotted. Might be for an Archon drop. I would not be expecting a triple DT drop that have blink. Turret is in position. Marines are in position. Byun is having one hell of a defensive game. Look at the worker count here as well. 58 to 58. Hero actually needs to deal some damage. And I'm not talking about 2.5 worker and damaging a refinery. Like I'm talking 8-9 worker kills here. Without losing anything. Then maybe you have an even game. Oh. Jesus Christ, talking about risky plays. Turrets could be built here. Auto turrets are indeed going to be going down. We have these double medeffects. Boost them in. Boost them in. Take it out, you would say. Double auto turrets do get used here. Surrounded by a turret. I don't actually think Hero can get out of here. Hero is going to try to blink away. Loses the prism. Loses 3 DTs. Oh no. Chaos, destruction and pain. Byun does end up having to spend all of his energy on the Raven. But this turret came in clutch. This turret saw no action whatsoever. But was the true MVP of this entire interaction. Otherwise Hero just flies out with that prism, with the 3 DTs. But this turret zoned this complete area. Beautiful. That was not the purpose of that turret. Byun had not foreseen this, like some brilliant future... What's it called? Clairvoyant? Clairvoyant? It's a French word. French people always get very upset when you mispronounce their word. Words. They have multiple words. Although I can't think of any that isn't clairvoyant right now. If you know any French words that we use often in the English language, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. I'm rather curious right now. I'm gonna Google some after as well. Banshee is still alive. Look at this bad boy. Realize that he's actually in the wrong matchup. He's going to fly to the right side of the map, see if he can accidentally get himself into a TVT. No, okay, well, back to harassing then it is. He's gonna attack a battery for a couple of minutes and then try to maybe kill half a worker before it gets absolutely destroyed, either by a feedback and a couple of stalkers, or just by a couple of stalkers in general. The blink is way too powerful against banshees, of course. Byun has a massive lead when it comes to the supply, almost 30. Moving into decent upgrade count as well. We have 3 more barracks being constructed at this point. So we see the classic 8 racks, the Byun Gumiho special type of build orders. I love it so much when I see these two players play. Both Byun and Gumiho are fantastic with these high Marauder, high medevac count, eventually mixing in some Ghost as well, and just tearing their opponent apart with good unit movement, good overall individual unit control, like stutter stepping, kiting, splitting. Just everything they do is so solid. The way that they fly in, they boost, it looks so powerful. Good vision right now on the map though for hero, which means that this type of split army play could be a little bit difficult for Byun. Byun has 3 tanks here on the high ground. Could definitely help out if hero ever decides to attack, but this doesn't feel like a game for hero to move across the map and win a game. Yeah, this is the type of game where hero is going to be sitting back and eventually will try and take map control. But for now, we actually get a bit of a passive streak here out of both players. I'm surprised by that. I really feel that Byun has the ability to move on the map. He also has the kind of the units. He knows how to play this. And he has the tools. The tools, that's the word I was looking for. Fort is also an orbital here. It's going to gain Byun about 200 minerals per minute, of course, which is the worth of a mule. Well, slightly less, actually. I think it's 200 to 225 minerals, depending on what patch they mine on, per 64 or per 63 seconds. I want to say it's every 64 seconds. And a mule has a timer of 64 seconds, but the command center can drop a new mule. I believe it's like something every 63.4 seconds. Like, basically you're getting a lot of mule for your buck. A lot of bang for your buck when it comes to the orbital commands. This is a cool drop. And this is also the advantage of the Raven, is that you know you're not being spotted by observers at any given time. The Zealot is going to spot, however, but you're always aware that you're being spotted, which is kind of cool. Medevac's going to boost across the map. Ghost here moving in right now. These guys sitting in the dead space is actually fairly annoying. Makes it difficult here for hero to split his army. He's going to be too late as well for this base, perhaps. There's still, don't forget, there's still a Raven here with an anti-armor missile potentially if Byun decides to use it. That would be huge. Interference matrix is going to hit. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That was insane last second decision making there. Anti-armor missile into interference matrix onto an active disruptor, picks up, drops in towards the main base. There's still some energy left over on this Raven. If he uses an auto turret with it right now, I'm actually going to freaking lose it. He's gonna instead send it back home. I love how conservative the plays have been with this Raven. Beyond understanding the importance of keeping it alive, now is moving in with another Bioforce. This has been an insanely good sequence here for the Korean Terran player. Does not want to get caught by any of these disruptors. Disruptor shots deal more damage to the Protoss units than to the Terran units. Now we get a big hit though. Holy crap. Couple of big hits there. Lots of Marines to end up falling. Another anti-armor missile is going to connect, as well as Byun wants to continue his parade push. Do we have any reinforcements here? These 3 tanks at home are, of course, not in the fight. We have triple command centers here. 2 of these turn into orbitals. One of them will go towards a position to morph into a planetary eventually. Man, this was insane. That was so well controlled out of Byun, honest to God. Holy crap. That was legitimately insane. Get a Purification Nova being sent in with a Mind Burrowed. Oh my god, so many Purification Novas. Not really going to connect with too much, I believe. Overall, good trades for Byun. And once again, every trade is a good trade right now for Byun, because he's up in supply, up in workers as well. So he's outmining his opponent in a big way. Interesting blink forward out of hero. When I say interesting, I mean bad. or at least a slightly odd call here. 600 more minerals a minute are coming in here for Byun. That's going to increase once these boys start working hard. Look at that number go up. We're working up to 2.9, 3.1, 3.2 perhaps even. Eventually, if these mules do sync up. Yeah, there we go. 3.3, 3.4. That's some big income right there. We have more SCVs mining as well on the bottom side. At the same time, we only have hero on 21 to 2200 minerals a minute. That means that as long as Byun keeps trading, he's going to be in a fantastic position. Super battery gets activated here. There is no Raven available, which means that a scan is a necessity right now to deal with that Dark Templar. Plenty of scans are around because I believe there's 6 orbital commands. Yep, 6 orbital commands. Fleet Beacon has finished up. Triple Tempest on the way. Hero kind of just switching it up, saying, hey, I can do this. I can take care of this game by just turtling up, playing a very passive game. Byun does not want this to become a passive game. He wants to break hero before we get to that super late game stage of Tempest Disruptor against Viking, Liberator, Marine, Ghost, Marauder. We have this 4-drop setup towards the far right side, boost before they go off, kind of like revving up the engine. He's doing it with Medevacs over here. 12 o'clock base is gonna get taken out. At the same time, we have another fight here in the middle. Hero might actually end up winning that. Mines barely connect with one of the Zealots. 5th base falls once again. An okay trade here for Byun, who's just absolutely outmining his opponent. Massive bank. Byun needs to start trading right now, though. It is extremely important that he gives away units while also taking away units. Basically what a trade is. And he's doing just fine at that. Holy crap, this was a great trade. He's using half of his army and still kills absolutely everything on the ground here. Now he's going to start moving forward with... How many Marauders even is this? Like 12 Marauders, 14-ish Marauders. One Ghost is in here, Disruptor. Purification Nova is not quite going to connect. There's a bunch of cannons here. Single EMP, 3-3 finishing up as well at the same time. It is 3-2 upgrades, no shields. Not that it would have mattered with the EMP around. Yeah, Byun is just absolutely owning. I'd love for him to just bring the tanks forward as well. Not because I think they're going to contribute so much, but if you lose the tanks, you can replace them with supply that actually does something for you. It's kind of the story of the tank. GG gets called, hero gives up, and Byun wins this game. Fantastic back and forth game. For once, hero wanting to be the player to have a passive game, and Byun said, no, my friend, we're going to fight. We're gonna dance until you drop that. And Byun is the superior dancer. That has been proven today. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this game. I thoroughly did. Thoroughly. I enjoyed this game. I hope you did as well. We'll see you all next time for a new video. Thank you so much for watching and bye-bye.